Sup dudes, it's Snail. Welcome back to another video. Today we are checking out a few more settlement mods. Last video we went over some of the more basic, most popular mods like Sim Settlements 2 and Homemaker, and if you want to watch that, it's right up here in the corner. But today we're going to be going over some more mods that maybe you haven't heard of, some really impressive ones that I think really deserve a spotlight, that I personally use in many playthroughs. Remember, every single mod that I look at here has only been tested on version 1.10.163. That is the version just before the next gen update. So if you're running the next gen update, you can try these mods, but I don't know how it's gonna go, so just keep that in mind, okay? And starting off, we're going to look at Immersive Vendors. And Immersive Vendors is a mod that helps you bring a little more life to your settlement if you want to set up like a little marketplace for you to buy stuff when you're visiting. And this mod does a great job of livening up those vendor stalls. The vanilla base game vendor stalls are pretty plain. They're just wooden stalls with like maybe a sign on them, and that's about it. But these immersive vendor stalls go the distance. They are fully decorated and lore friendly, so they fit in just about any settlement you can think of, and there are several different versions to choose from. You have versions that fit better on the interior of a building, and versions that fit better as part of an outside marketplace. Now, how the mod works is basically just the same as vanilla vendors. You build a stall and then you assign one of your settlers as a vendor, and they'll go attend to the stall. Now, when the settler you've assigned to the stall is off work, the vendor stalls are empty. All of the decorations are cleared out and there's nothing to see. This provides the visual that the shop is closed. But when their store is open, the shop fills up with clutter and props to make the shop really feel alive. It's a simple but meaningful change that helps make your settlement shops feel a lot more immersive. I personally found even having the immersive vendors installed meant that I was more likely to shop at my own settlements rather than going all the way to Diamond City. In the case of food and drink vendors, settlers will even gather after a long day of work to blow off some steam. Now, it's been a while since I've actually used the vanilla vendors in a settlement, so I'm not sure if that's just part and parcel with food and drink vendors in general, but it is a nice touch when you have a fully stocked bar and people are standing around drinking. Now, the immersion on these is great, but let's break that immersion for just a little bit with useful deco buildings. Now, this is a mod from Zorkaz that adds 16 prop buildings to the settlement menu. Yeah, these are props, you can't go inside them. Some of the buildings say activate, I'm not exactly sure what that does. However, you can use the residential buildings to sleep, so at least there's that. Now, I use the building assets from this mod to rebuild Starlight Drive-In from an empty lot into a small town strip. The mod gives you most of what you would need for just about any settlement. Aside from the unique aesthetic it presents, each of these buildings carries serious benefit for your settlers, like honestly, actually, perhaps a little bit too crazy. The residential buildings come in pre-war preserved and junk varieties, and they all provide an impressive amount of housing per building. The bars, bakery, and stores bring massive happiness bonuses on top of just being nice to look at, and they really help fill out a marketplace area. The small power plant generates an absurd amount of energy and fits the role of an industrial building. There's also a police station that provides defense, a post office that acts as a scavenging workbench, and in case it needs to be said, yes, the brothel provides happiness for your settlers. Rounding out the package is two massive residential structures. One is an apartment building that completes the look of a densely populated area, and the other is an elegantly constructed mansion, or maybe it's two ritzy apartment buildings stuck together, that acts as the building that the snooty rich folks would live in. Now, yes, this is all very impressive. It's basically a city in a can, and it builds out a settlement with the least amount of effort possible, so it's perfect for those lazy settlement builders out there who really just want to set up a town and then go away. But yeah, let's address the elephant in the room, it's not exactly lore friendly. You'd have a hard time making any of these buildings fit in with Sim Settlements 2 or even just the vanilla building assets. But when you use it tastefully and suspend your disbelief, it'll make for a no-frills way to build up any settlement fast. Now, while we're suspending our disbelief for useful deco buildings, let's look at the next mod, which is named Settlement Object Expansion, or SOE for short. At least that's what I'm calling it for the rest of the video. Now, SOE, just like Homemaker from the last video, adds up to 2,000 new objects to craft at your workshop. This is another one of these mods that you could literally never leave its menus and still have all the necessary options and more. A bonus worth mentioning for SOE, however, is that it also provides lighting objects for use with a posing mod named Screen Archer Menu. So it's an essential tool for anyone looking to do some photography of their character in Fallout 4. Is it lore friendly? Strictly, yes. But the mod opens up options like using the Institute or Brotherhood of Steel or Vault assets for building in your settlements. So if you want to make use of these in your settlement, some suspension of disbelief is going to be required because aside from the in-game assets, the mod also adds a complete selection of custom objects like IKEA furniture. I love how these look, but there's no denying this isn't exactly realistic to the world of Fallout. Nevertheless, SOE is an insanely impressive mod that helps unlock building almost anything you see in the game, and its added functionality with Screen Archer Menu makes it indispensable for anyone looking to take some good screenshots. Check this one out, it's got something for everyone. Although if you would prefer to keep the options as close to the vanilla post-apocalyptic aesthetic as possible, you probably want to use CVC Dead Wasteland. Now CVC Dead Wasteland is just like Homemaker and SOE. It adds thousands of new options to your settlement workshop. Thus, this is another mod that has such an expansive menu, you could only use assets from this mod to build out an entire settlement. For this mod, I chose Nordhagen Beach. This location is perfect for a post-apocalyptic settlement theme, both for its default state and for the amazing view you get of the Boston ruins. Now for the mod itself, its options are extremely well thought out, both in function and aesthetics. Everything you're seeing right now comes directly from CVC Dead Wasteland. And this isn't even the greater scope of what CVC Dead Wasteland can do. I just threw together a quick little demo area so that you can get a sense of what it has. It truly has a lot of different options. And the best part about this mod is that there's precious little difference between how Dead Wasteland's assets and the vanilla game's assets compare, making this expansion the absolute best expansion for vanilla plus playthroughs. And to put this to the test, let's play a game. Side by side, I have two different pre-builds, one from CVC Dead Wasteland and one from the vanilla game. Now, I've labeled them A and B. Pause the video and comment down below with which one you think is the vanilla pre-build. Go ahead, I'll wait. Oh, they unpaused? Okay. Yeah, it's B. B is the vanilla pre-build. In closing, this mod is an excellent way to expand on settlements without opening up to the cleaner assets that can sometimes look really out of place. Give CVC Dead Wasteland a try if you want the best possible vanilla plus building experience. Alright, and so for the last option, I had a few different ones to consider. Truthfully, there are thousands and thousands of settlement mods you can install, all with their different themes or areas of focus, but I wanted this last one to be fun, and I found the perfect mod for it. Not only is this mod lore friendly, but it also gives you tree houses that you can build, and there are 8 different designs to choose from. Every design is meaningfully distinct, which is refreshing, especially when you've been sitting through thousands of building options added by the expansive mods we've covered so far. Sometimes, simplicity is key. The mod also adds a craftable zipline that is custom scripted, and it works beautifully. Now, using one of these ziplines makes it quick and easy to get from ground to treetop domicile in no time flat. Oh right, I haven't told you the name yet. Well, it's Ziplines and Trees. Like I said, simplicity is key. In any case, I think anyone interested in setting up a unique settlement theme, or just someone who wants to go zoom, should give Ziplines and Treehouses a shot. You're gonna love it. Anyways, that's our 5 settlement mods for this video. Let me know if you've already used any of these, or if you found one that you really like. And now I have a bit of a confession. So I've actually installed all of the mods we've spoken about so far across both the last video and this video, and they're all on the same save file, and right now my workshop has like easily 6,000 different buildable objects. It's actually getting kind of crazy. So very soon, we might do some settlement building challenges here on the channel, and if you have a challenge idea for me or something you'd like to see, let me know in the comments. I'm Snail. If you liked the video, make sure you like the video. If you didn't like it, dislike it. And if you want to keep up with all the videos I'll be making in the future, we don't just do settlement mods, we do all sorts of mods. Make sure you hit subscribe down below. Anyways, that's it for me. Take care, brush your hair. I'm Snail, and I'm out of here. Peace, dudes.
Rocket 69, rocket 69. Rocket 69, rocket 69.